Hi, I'm Marta. Welcome to my channel. It's going to be like my maths reading wrap up. It's a bit late. It's like, well, I'm filming this on the 7th of April, but it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to have this video to look back. Yeah, that's it. Okay, March was a really good reading month. I read 13 books. 3 of them were 5-star. 2 of them were read like physical copy, which is not common. And a couple of them were on my 25 books to read for 2025. So really good. We also had like a couple of disappointments, but we will talk about that later. So yeah, really happy with my reading month. Okay, the first book I read this month was The Queens of Crime by Mary Benedict. This is a mystery book in which we follow a couple of mystery authors like Agatha Christie, and they decide to solve a real life case in which a girl disappeared and no one knows what has happened, no that. So yeah, they just start like going to places in which this girl like work or lives or whatever. Yeah, it's just a fun mystery book. I did not like the ending. I just thought it could have been resolved different, but it was just fun. I gave it like 3.5 stars, so good. I'm not going to think about this book, but it was fun. I enjoyed my time, and that's what I was trying to get out of this book. So yeah. Okay, the next book was my first 5-star read of the month, and that is Royal Wits by Christine A. Ciccarelli. Don't know how to pronounce her surname. This is the second book in the Hardest Hunter or Crimson Moth duology, and I just had so much fun with these characters and the romance and the world, everything. Basically, if you don't know what this duology is about, we follow Rune, who is like a socialite in this upper class, and she looks like a dumb girl who doesn't care about anything that is not related to parties and all that. But in reality, she's a witch, and in this place, witches are murder, and she's just trying to survive. And on top of that, she's also the Crimson Moth, which is like someone who is rescuing witches out of the hunter's hands. So yeah, her life is really dangerous. And then we have Gideon, who is a witch hunter, and they basically start fake courting each other. Gideon suspects of Ron, so he just wants to be with her to learn anything he can, and then Ron wants information that only Gideon can give her. So yeah, the book is like predictable. It is not the best fantasy ever, but it was just so much fun, and it's like a short duology in which you don't have to put much brain into it, and the characters are really like fun and wholesome, and the romance and everything. Also, like everything is so fast paced, so you read in one sitting. So yeah, the Royal Wits, 5-star. Okay, the next one I read is part of a interconnected standalone series, and it is the last one that's out. That is Play Along by Liz Stomford. Don't know how to pronounce her surname. This is the 4th book in the Windy City series. I haven't read the first 3. I know, you should, but I did not care at all about the stories and the characters, so I just went into the 4th one because it is fake marriage, and I'm a sucker for that, and I just had so much fun. I gave the book 4 stars. It was just a bit repetitive, the ending, and it was a bit too much spice, but it was just such a fun book. We basically follow I don't remember the names of the characters. Let me look it up. Okay, we follow Kennedy. She's working in the staff of this baseball team, and she is being mistreated by like the head in the medical department or something like that. And then we have Isaiah. Don't know how to pronounce his name. He's like the baseball star. He's an amazing player, and since he met her, he's been like obsessed with her. And one day in Las Vegas, they get drunk and they get married. And for her to not lose her job, they have to pretend to be like in a real marriage and all of that. And it's so fun and so wholesome. I love the guy. He was just so cute, and I love that he was obsessed with Kennedy since the first moment he met her. And Kennedy was also really interesting and so fun. I just had so much fun with this book and this relationship, mostly with like the banter that they had and the way Isaiah talked about Kennedy when she was not there. I just had so much fun. It was really cute. But yeah, it was a bit too repetitive, the ending, and a lot of spice. Well, not a lot, but more than I wanted to. So yeah, 4 stars. I might read the rest of the series, but I'm not sure. Like, I can't promise anything. Okay, next I read the last 3 books in the Chestnut Spring series by Elsie Silver. Read Powerless, Reckless, and Hopeless. Each one of them follows a different trope. Powerless is like childhood friends to lovers. Reckless is like pregnancy. And the Hopeless book is a fake engagement. I read this series only because of the last one, the fake engagement one. And it is not my favorite one. I was like so excited because everyone loves this. And for me, it's a 3-star series. I don't love it. Like, it is fun and I can see why people love it, but it was just not it for me, you know? The Powerless book, I gave it 3 stars. I have to mention this. I don't love childhood friends to lovers. I don't like that trope that much. I know people love it, like Love and the Wars and all that. I didn't like that book. And this one was like, okay. It was fun, but that's it. Then Reckless, I did have so much fun at the start with like the whole thing that she gets pregnant and the 2 main characters are not dating, like they just met and all that. So yeah, I had fun, but at the end it was just a bit repetitive and same as Play Along, a bit too much spice. And then Hopeless, I was so excited for this one, but at the end the characters, well, first Reckless 3.5 stars and Hopeless 4. But yeah, in this book, like the characters at the end annoyed me a bit. Like, I thought, I can't say what annoyed me specifically because I think it's a spoiler, but there were some things that I was like, okay, like why? But yeah, it was fun and I finished a book series, so that's amazing. I never finished book series, so yeah, it is fun. I will read the Rosely series by the same author. Just like as a fun palate cleanser book, it's good for that. Okay, the next one was the biggest letdown ever, and that is The Atlas Complex by Leo Blake. This is the 3rd and last book in the Atlas 6 trilogy, and I did not like it. Like, it's not that I did not like the book. I gave it 2.5 stars. I just didn't love the second half of the book. Well, I hated it. That's a strong word. Like, I started this book a couple of months ago and I got to 40% of the book. And I was just like, there's nothing that is keeping me interested. in the story, so it has took me months. Like, this took me months to finish it. It has taken me months to finish this. I did not like it. Like, the plot, thought it was too difficult. Like, it was overly complicated, and the characters, in my opinion, like, they lost their essence. And what made me love them in the first 2 books, the experiments and all that were like, I don't know what you're talking me about. Like, please stop. And the romance was a bit meh. So yeah, but well, you don't know what the last is about. Basically, it follows 6 characters who are invited to participate in the Alexander Society, and only 5 of them can like enter. So, and they all have like special abilities like telepathy, like something related to physics or nature or whatever. But yeah, I didn't love the 3rd one. No. And I do love Olivia Blake. She's one of my favorite authors. But it's fine. It's fine. We're not going to talk too much about it. Because the next one was a 5-star book. And that is Emily West's Companion of Lost Tales by Heather Fawcett. Is that her name? I think so. This was amazing. This is the 3rd and last book in the Emily West Encyclopedia of Fairies trilogy. And it was the best thing ever. It was just amazing. I love the characters. I love the world, the setting, the story, the way it is narrated, the romance, everything. I just love this trilogy. It's so fun, so cozy, and so wholesome. I love it so much. You don't know what this is about. We basically follow Emily, who in the first book decided to go to this small town to learn about fairies so she can finish her encyclopedia of fairies. And one day her uni rival appears at her doorstep. So yeah, it's just like so much fun, this book. Like, not much is happening, but it's just like so cute. I love them so much, the characters. Like, oh my god. But yeah, it was 5 stars. Like, I didn't want to finish this book. When I finished it, I was like, why? Like, why I'm not going to have any more books about this? I need them. So, amazing. I love them. It's also like, I just love the setting and the world. The magic system is so fun. Okay. Next one. Also a 5-star. It was such a good reading month. I had four 5-stars this month. I thought it was only 3. Okay. I read Sunrise and the Reaping by Susan Collins, the new Hunger Games book, and let me tell you, it's the best thing ever. I love Susan Collins. I think she's amazing. I love the Hunger Games book series, like the world, the movies and everything, the characters, and to have like a Handmaid's book was the best thing ever. Okay, if you don't know what the Hunger Games is about, I hope you know, because it is iconic, but in case. We basically follow Candice, who is from District 12, the poorest one, and she has to go to the Hunger Games, this deadly competition hosted by the Capitol every year, in which 2 tributes of each district have to go there and kill each other until only one of them is alive. And in this book we follow Haymitz, who is the mentor of the main characters in the first one. We know a bit of his story because of the main trilogy, and it was so interesting, and now knowing the whole story is like life-changing. Like, I need to read every book so I can pick up more like things that I didn't notice at first. But yeah, we basically follow him in his games and his life, and it was just so sad and so devastating. I love him so much. and I need the movie like right now, please. Right now. Okay, and I have 3 more books to talk about. The next one is The Bond Season by Samantha Shannon. I read this because of my reading challenge of Taylor Swift, same as with Sunrise and the Raven, and it was so fun. We basically follow a pet who is a dream walker in this world in which the unnaturalness is haunted. And one day she is captured and she is brought to a strange place. And she's trying to survive and escape this place to go back with her gang and all of that. And it was just so interesting. It is a difficult book, in my opinion, at least. It's also like, I read this in English, so it might have been that. But it was just so fun and so intriguing. I was hooked since the first page. And this also reminded me a bit of Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood, which is my favorite book of all time. So I just had so much fun. I would have loved to know a bit more about some characters, but like this is a book series, so maybe I will learn about them in the next books. Yeah, so fun. It also takes place in London, in Oxford, so I love that. Yeah, I need to read the novella that I have here, and then continue with this book series, because if I don't do it right now, I'm going to forget every single thing about this. But yeah, I gave that book 4 stars. And the next one is another 5 star, and that is Beartown by Frederick Backman. This was amazing. This book is just the best thing ever. We basically follow this small town in a Swedish forest, and basically they live only for like hockey, and the junior hockey team is playing like a really important how do you call it, a really important game, and the whole town is obsessed, but something happens and the town is a bit divided, and it was just so good. We follow different POVs for a lot of different characters, and I just wanted to scream at some and hug and others, and it's amazing. I love this so much. Also, this has trigger warning, so if you feel like you need to check it out, please do it. But I do think this should be like a mandatory read, because the way the author treats some of the themes was amazing, and it was just like so caring, and you can see that he cares about people, and that's the best thing ever. So yeah, I need to continue with this trilogy. I thought it was a standalone, but no, it is a trilogy. I love this book so much. It's amazing, and I want everyone to read it so I can talk about it with someone. Please. Okay, and the last book I read this month was Along with You in Ether by Lee Blake. This was recommended by my friend Rocio, and it was amazing. I gave it 4 stars. This is like, it is not a romance. It is more like literary fiction with romance. But this is like a love story. We follow 2 characters who are really different from the rest, and they meet and they start talking, and their conversations are like so amazing, and they are both like so intelligent, and it's basically them meeting and them starting a relationship and all of that, and it was just amazing. I just love Olivia Blake's writing, and this was so good. I'm so happy I finally read it. But yeah, basically I also have this like in a reading blog, so that's why I'm not talking a lot about it, because I really gave my opinion. But yeah, this was my reading month. It was so good. Yeah, basically I'm going to finish the video here. If you have read any of these books and you want to talk about them, I'm always free to talk about books. And if you have any recommendation, please leave them in the comments so I can add more books to my TBR. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, please. And I will see you on the next one next week, hopefully. Bye.